Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Stanley, welcome to DanganRonpa. So, it is finally the day of the trial. It's finally the time for us to figure out what the hell happened to Sakura. So, I gotta been looking over some of the notes here, right? We got some truth bullets here going on, and I have only a few things to really summarize about my observations regarding the truth bullets that I want to just go briefly, don't want to go too much into it. So, before I begin, I primarily think that there could be 4 people that could be involved in this current murder. One of them being Toko, one of them being Yasuhiro, one of them being Aoi, and one of them actually being Sakura. Now I'll talk about it later. So, in the Monokuma file, we only know that the victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in a rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries are noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. In a rec room, it was locked from the inside out, so there was no way to actually lock it from the outside as far as people were aware of. There were no weird contraptions or no special tricks used in order to block the chair from the outside, or block the door with the chair from the outside. Sakura was found dead seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from when she vomited blood. However, there was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. I'm guessing it's the poison that was used from the chemistry room. Magazine show bloodstain. A bloodstain was found in front of a shelf of magazines. The blood is presumed to be Sakura's, which there's no denying that probably is Sakura's. There's currently no explanation of how the bloodstain would have appeared so far away from where the victim was found. I'm guessing Sakura must have maybe drank something that was poisoned, and we'll show it in evidence later what she drank, and she coughed up the blood, used the blood to write a death message, and then sat down and just accepted her fate. But it doesn't explain why the door was closed. That's another thing. Polka dot candy wrapper. At some point, Aoi has been injured and taken to the nurse's office. After she was taken care of, she gave a piece of candy to Sakura, which had this type of wrapper. According to Aoi, she has monopolized this candy as soon as it has become available, so obtaining any piece would have been difficult to impossible, which doesn't fully explain why Yasuhiro has a wrapper of his own. There's some glass shards on here, though a piece of red glass shattered near the table in a rec room. After finding the top and bottom pieces, it was concluded that the shards must have come from a bottle. But there was something also interesting. We found figure on the floor. There's only one figure found from the bottle. Only one figure that was found from the collection. So we can assume there are only 5 Monokuma bottles originally. Right now there are 4. There used to be a stack of 5. And now for some reason we have more than enough glass shards. We also have the M2 protein drink, which Sakura usually drinks. I'm guessing that was what was poisoned when she drank that, and it was poisoned, and then she started bleeding, coughing up blood, wrote the death message, sat down. That's the only thing we can really assume. There are glass shards underneath it, meaning that maybe there could also be something else that was broken on purpose to hide whatever it was, whatever that was maybe added to the chemical. It was put conveniently together like that. We got some locker hampers, means somebody was in the locker at the time, I think. We got Aoi's account. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro, asking to meet her in a rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. I'm guessing maybe Sakura used the wrappers to write the notes? Maybe? I don't know. That'll be the only way that would explain why Yasuhiro would even have a wrapper in the first place. Right? Moving on. Yeah, according to Byakuya's account, he confirmed that he received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her, and in fact had not seen her at all day, which is understandable. I would think that Byakuya would have no ability or knowledge on how to mix chemicals together personally himself, so I don't think he would want to go and tamper with Sakura's protein whatsoever. He didn't want to do it. Toko, she's a little bit sketchy because we did find a death message that had Toko's name in it. Toko confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that she never went to see her. We don't know if we want to trust that yet. We found some pocket trash. A small bit of garbage accidentally fell out of Yasuhiro's pocket. It was a piece of paper with red polka dots on it. Now I'm not sure, still he didn't tell us what exactly it was, but that also could put him as a possible suspect because we know that Aoi was the one that monopolized the candies, and the only people that would ever have the candies are Sakura and Aoi because Aoi gave some to Sakura. There's no reason why Yasuhiro would have it unless Sakura used this wrapper to write the note to Yasuhiro and everybody else, or maybe she ran out of paper and used the wrapper or pocket trash to write the note to Yasuhiro and give it to him. Although he turns out, I don't think he ever said if he ever went to see her or not. We got yellow powder which was found on Sakura's foot, presumably I'm guessing from the poison that was left in the chemistry room when it spilled. I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure, but that could be it. We got KYOKO's examination. Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blood was found on either of her hands. So somebody definitely attacked her from the back of the head and smashed. Somebody definitely smashed some sort of glass, I guess, because that's the only thing that was smashed in the break room against the back of her head. We got the Monokuma file over here. All the Monokuma bottles appear to be roughly the same weight. However, when the bottle shards were weighted against an intact bottle, the shards were found to be heavier, meaning that there's extra pieces of glass, extra shards of glass that shouldn't be in there in the first place. At first I thought it was an extra spare bottle that was broken against the back of her head, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe somebody broke the poison bottle and the Monokuma bottles, because they were the same color, in order to cover up that there was poison even involved in the first place, somehow, maybe, possibly. That would be the only explanation why the broken shards were heavier than the original bottle. Let's keep going down here. Let's go over to magazine dying message. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Inside the magazine, Toku's name had been written in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote it used their fingers to do so. I tried to look at the message upside down. I generally have no idea who it could be upside down. I only can see Toku on it. That's about it. That's the only thing I can see. But it was put upside down though on purpose, meaning maybe you have to look in the reverse. I have no idea. Still have no idea what to really make of it. Chem lab shelf. On the shelf in Chem lab, section A contains supplements, section B contains reagents, section C contains harmful chemicals. Noted, a bottle of poison labeled as section C has been placed in the section A of the shelf. And there were footprints that were leading to the section A, meaning whoever got the poison originally from the chem room, then came back and just put it away over in A instead of C. Because if they put it away in C, I guess they were trying to maybe hide it? I don't know. Figure out the source of powder, which I believe is also the same thing that is in Sakura's shoe. There was a broken bottle in front of the chem lab shelf, which was labeled Chem C4. The powder on the floor is assumed to have come from this. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled after the incident took place, so this thing must have been spilled afterwards everything happened, which doesn't make sense. We got footprints left when the powder was spilled in the chem lab. These footprints appear only near the leftmost section of the shelf. From this, it can be assumed that the suspect only had business in this area. That was whoever was put away that Chem C9, as you can see, over in the A section. So somebody found. Maybe somebody was gonna use a specific poison or something, and maybe they learned of Sakura and decided to put her away immediately. I don't know what it could be. I really don't know what it could be. There's definitely some sort of foul place happening here. I'm gonna try to figure this out. KYOKO, please help us. I trust in KYOKO here, to be completely honest. Monokuma had made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist, and he's doing the emotes again. A locked room murder mystery, and more emotes. What the... Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. No, it doesn't.
Yes, indeed.
For example, oh god. You're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD face. This is just plain creepy. It is. It really is. And how about what about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Crying face.
What? He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't
Jesus.
wait! I can't wait!
Yasuhiro, please don't humor him. Please do not humor him. That's the last thing we need. Now then, please get on the elevator. Surprised face. I see you all down there, dancing emoticons. What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you all act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me murderer? If my voices sound off a little bit, I'm not feeling too well, so please excuse me. Plus, it also been a while since I played the game. It was a while. I just binge record and then I don't play for a while. Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And the person is here? The person is one of us? Okay, now, going back to my theory about the 4 people that we are gonna be looking out for. Yasuhiro, Toko, Aoi, and Sakura. Here's the thing though. There could be a possibility, just out on a whim's chance, that this was a suicide that was orchestrated by Sakura and Sakura alone in order to foil, possibly, Monokuma's plans. Maybe. I don't know yet though. There's still no probable cause. I'm pretty sure KYOKO is gonna save us there. I hope she does. Anyway, let's talk to everybody here.
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I say it again. It wasn't me.
I guess it wasn't. Well, I mean, I can't trust him still, but you know what I mean. The corporate is one of us. Make no mistake about that. It's not Byakuya. I know it's not Byakuya. There's no way he orchestrated that. There's no way he would orchestrate something like this. He's way too manipulative to resort to just straight up poison. Plus, I think he'd be a little too involved in this. He would have signs that he's involved. Let's check Toko here.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you? Well, still, your name was written. I'm pretty sure it could not be. Well, it could be Toko. Possibly. Maybe she could be manipulated by Byakuya to do something. Who knows? Let's see Aoi. Let's see what she says.
What the heck?
How can you stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? Well, I mean,
Hey.
I can't really say anything. I mean, Aoi is pretty angry right now. She has the right to be. Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going. Alright, let's do this. Whew. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I got through this, it never gets any easier. I climbed into a steel prison in total silence. Watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent. Only 6 people, guys. Only 6 people left. You gotta realize there used to be like a collection of people. There used to be like 15 something people in this particular area. And there's also a hidden student as well, so there were 16 in total. We just haven't even met the 16th whatsoever. But there were 15 here before when we first started. And now it's only 6. Now it's only 6. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. I get some water here. I also realized that the design of the courtroom changes a little bit by bit. If you actually compare them, they have like different wallpapers and different background designs. I'm not sure if it's done on purpose, but it's creative. I did take notice of that. Just 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You said that like it's not your fault we're on this, all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or, that's another thing, why would Monokuma say this? If it was a suicide, hypothetically. Still, look, I'm trying to consider every single situation, but part of me is really leaning towards it being a possible suicide and maybe a setup. I have no idea. Will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do you want to save? Yes, please. I really want to save. I really, really, really want to save. Okay, review a couple of things. Truth bullets. We got a truth bullets here. Monokuma file 4, I already know about that. Rec room door, I already reviewed that. Status sucker body, I reviewed. We have reviewed everything here. I think I might be getting a general idea of what exactly happened. Although I'm pretty sure KYOKO is gonna come save us. Presents. We don't need any presents, do we? Not really. Listen, nope. Set skills. Let's set some skills here, right? We have some skills that we still can add. Lost in thought, increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class draw costs 3 SP. Let's do it. Cool and composed. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit. Yes, let's do it. We want to make sure we have as many perks as possible here. As many as possible. Looks like we only have 5 in total. Which, you know, I'll use whatever. I'll use them gladly. Let's do it. Finish preparation. Let's go. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Totally no pressure, right? Totally no pressure, guys.
Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura.
Oh yeah, he did say deja vu because she did kind of accuse someone already before the trial started.
Is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seemed really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. Also, I realized that maybe I'm gonna have to look it up, right? But I feel like the same person that voiced the English dub, same person that voiced Hina, is the same person that maybe voiced the English dub for Taiga from Toradora. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm not sure if it is, but if it's legit, I'm gonna be a little hyped. Anyway, sorry. But you must have had some reason for believing that. Alright, let's see. Make your argument. I was account. Alright.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Okay, that's how you slow down again.
What reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I'm missing something here. I know I am. Some concrete reason why Hina suspects those 3 specifically. I'm sure she's mentioned before.
It was one of you.
She did. I just missed it out.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
I'm gonna make a mistake here, but I feel like the first one. No, wait. The reason why Hina was suspect those 3 specifically. I'm sure she mentioned before. Because we hated her. They had no actual reason. They actually never gave a reason to hate her. Never actually did state it. She just assumes they hate her. That's what it is. It's gotta be.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive.
They didn't have
You
motive.
hated her.
They didn't have motive.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any sense.
They may need to get the other
That's
quote
the only
here.
reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Ooh. Some concrete reason why Hina suspect those 3 specifically. Some concrete reason why Hina suspect those 3 specifically. I'm sure she mentioned before. They clearly want me to go after the fact that she accused that the other three hated her. But I don't think I can really use that. I don't think I can use Aoi's account against against herself there. Would I? No. Hey, sorry about that. My webcam crashed for some reason. I have no idea why, but it's back up now. And I kind of thought for a little. Jesus.
You hated her!
We're gonna try to counter with Aoi's account for the last answer. That's what we'll do.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Nope. No. That's not the only reason.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. That's what I wasn't thinking properly. Now that I'm able to connect it finally.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
God damn it. If the game would have been clear with its Aoi's account and everything like that, I should remember that in Aoi's account, she told us that Sakura wanted to meet with them. I should remember that. This game is so hard but so exciting.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? What have we got next here? Make an argument. Pocket trash. Okay, I got it.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Never did.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
He must have did. He must have did.
That's wrong.
Because he had the wrapper. Haha. Alright.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Like the candy.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Real suspicious right now, Hiro.
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but
Hiro, what are you not telling us?
she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
She wouldn't have it until recently because Aoi was recently in the nurse's office, and that's the time that she gave Sakura the candy.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Sure, yeah, sure. But what Hiro said can be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is because Hiro got the candy from Hina. Sakura loved candy too much to share. When Sakura got the candy, yes,
I got it!
we got it. Earning the hearts
I'm
back.
not sure about that, Hiro.
Earning the hearts back severely, making sure that I'm staying on top here, not floating down.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
What you meant was... Silence. Hiro, you scaring me, buddy.
oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Oh, now you're gonna tell us. I don't get what's up with the attitude. He's gonna be giving himself away pretty easily here.
Why the sudden hostility?
Yeah, exactly.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh, Yasuhiro, what'd you do, buddy? What'd you do? How would he know about that?
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
He clearly is talking about the death message. Clearly. How would he know about it?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shiny message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Did she write in her own blood?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Kyoko did it!
But how would Yasuhiro know about it? How would he... Unless he was the one... Did he write the message? I think I might have wrote the message.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Kyoko to the rescue. Best girl in the entire series. Seriously.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was under the magazine, above the magazine shelf, on the magazine shelf.
I got it!
Earning the hearts back.
You found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
So there's no way he would know the message would be in there unless he actually tampered with the evidence or did something that might have caused Sakura to... He clearly was involved.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Nope.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, Hiro's digging himself further into a hole. See, I want to trust him, but the sudden hostility that he has is putting me on edge. And kind of, I don't know, it feels like it's giving something away here. Right? There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Every single time we start with these things, I get nervous, make your argument. Magazine dying message, alright.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Nope. I know what we got a link. He said he saw the dying message when we first found the body. But at the time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. I just want to make sure we're grabbing the right thing here, because I think we just grabbed like a fragment of a sentence that I don't want to grab. We need to make sure we're grabbing after, like, the body was found after, the message was found after the body was found. But at the time, what was the magazine? The magazine was still on the shelf. It was still on the shelf.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
I think we got it.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Maybe we did, maybe we didn't get it, but I'm thinking that's what we need to counteract it with. He couldn't find it when the ogre's body was found because it was already on a shelf, tucked away. So there's no way he would have, immediately found it already. It was only was found after the investigation started happening.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Damn it was blocked away, wasn't it?
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
We need to counteract the purple statement in order to make sure to hit his words there. That's what we gotta do. I was just a little too
I can
impatient.
tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
It is wrong. We got him. We got him. What are you not telling us, dude? What are you not telling us?
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where KYOKO found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Exactly. God, see, he's involved in this. He is involved in this somehow. I don't think he actually killed somebody though. That's the thing. I don't think he killed somebody. But he is involved in tampering of the crime scene or trying to set up the crime scene. He is definitely involved there. And I want to know how. I really, really want to know how. What was he doing there? He did meet Sakura. But what was he doing there? Next time on
DanganRonpa.
Tell us the truth, hero. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it?
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Because...
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.